What's good, y'all? It's like funny, one of the friends I met right there walking away, you know? It's like that's one of the guys I met, and one of my best day ever, you feel me? But anyway, it's kind of funny how I start recording and then he showed up and wanted to have a quick little chat. That was awesome, that was awesome. But anywho, you know, I wanted to share another reason why that particular day was the greatest day of my life. You know, earlier, like in my previous video, I was talking about how, you know, somebody said that I was the legend of this park out here. You know, that was really cool. But there was another thing that happened. There was actually two things. I was going to break apart into different videos, but with him coming across right now and me like talking about this, okay, we're going to lump them together. You know, so there was the guy that he was just calling the crazy African. You know, we call him Action out here. That's his nickname. And like Action was like actually came in the form of the teacher that I was asking for in one of my more emotional videos where I was like begging for my teacher. I was like, yo, like, where you at? Like, I'm ready to learn something. You know, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And my teacher appeared in the form of a 23-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's like he found, like whatever, found a suitable vessel to bring me a message, and he came through. So I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So anyway, you know, when I was hanging out with the people, it was the crazy African, aka Action. That's just what he called him. It was Action and like his friend or somebody. I'm not sure how they're the relation, but nevertheless. And like we were hanging out, and like after we got done working out, we were just kicking it, you know, just like having a nice little conversation. But there was a point when him and I were talking. I mean, we were talking about philosophy. We were talking about the sun. We were talking about our melanin. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were talking about everything. And I'm telling you, I'm going to make like a little mini series, like Lessons from Action #1, Lessons from Action #2. You know what I'm saying? Because he really put me on game, you know? Now, one of the things I was talking about, like I answered this in a comment before. And it was a moment where someone said, like, what's the difference between your intuition and your ego, right? And as I answered them, you know, it was kind of like me teaching myself as I answered the question. You know, the ego you learn from by ignoring it. When the ego's talking to you, hey, yo, you know, you just want to do a little line or something. Hey, you know, you want to go get a drink. Hey, you know, you want to do that thing that you said you were never going to do again. Yeah, you know, you want to go do that. Yeah. You learn from the ego by ignoring it. And then the intuition, you learn from it by listening to it. So as Action was talking to me, there was something in the back of my head, like there were certain things that he was saying that I disagreed with, and like, but it wasn't that moment for debate. It's just like, just sit back and listen. That's what my intuition told me. Sit down, shut up, listen, say less. So there was a moment while, and mind you, he was a little drunk, a little high. So like, I knew that there was something different happening. Like, you know, when you drink your spirits, you know, something could take over. However, asking ye shall receive. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Said, well, that energy took over his body because it found him to be a suitable vessel for the lessons that I needed to learn in that moment. So as we were talking. There was a moment where like I almost couldn't hear what he was saying, and I literally saw almost my face transpose on him. Like, cause he literally reminded me of a younger version of myself. He literally reminded me of where I was when I was 23. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, drunk, you know, kind of wondering why no one wants to listen to you. You know, like you have so much information that no one's paying attention to, all the above and all the et ceteras. But it took another level because my face, like right here, literally transposed over his. And I was like, something is happening. So then, like, as he kept on talking, the intuition voice in the back of my head, the little intuition voice in the back of my head told me, it's like, all right, you wanted your teacher, time to pay attention. It's like class is in session, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So the moment I had this thought in the back of my head, this is when Action dropped some crazy stuff on me. He was like, you know why, you know, I am talking to you like this. I don't talk about the sun. I don't talk about, you know, my feelings on God. I don't talk about this with him. Look at him. And it's like the other guy he was with. He said, look at him. He is drunk and high off his ass. He can't even sit up straight. And the guy just looked at us like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was gone. You know, he said, I can't talk to him about this, you know, but I love him. I love him like a brother. It's like, but you, I can tell that you are a chosen one. And when he said that to me, like, I was just like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is getting real deep. Like this, like, you know, some stuff I didn't think I was ready for is happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Like some random dude, like mind you, in the same day, I was called a chosen one. And by another individual in the same day, I was called a legend. In the same day. But he's like, you are a chosen one. Like, just look at what you're doing. It's like you are out here, you are exercising, you are getting sun, you are working out here barefoot. You are using your body weight to make your own body stronger. It's like you are not sitting here like him, being drunk and high off his ass. Look at him, look at him. I was like, damn, you ain't gotta keep getting at him like that. But nevertheless, that's their relationship, whatever. But like he was like really going in, and like I was just I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak because I knew I was in the presence of something greater than both of us as individuals. I knew I was. You know what I'm saying? That's why this day struck me so much, because it was really one of those moments where it was some real cosmic stuff was going on. You feel me? And this is what happens when you don't judge a book by its cover. It's like, I mean, like I showed you before, like that dude just has his beer, like he's about to go over there and drink that right now. He said, these are the dudes I was hanging out with. When I was hanging out with them, there was no judgments from me. I could tell y'all all got your own little issues. I could tell that, some of y'all got some substance abuse issues. But while we're right here in this moment, we're just laughing. We're spitting philosophy back to one another. We sharing music with one another. You know what I'm saying? They passing the blunt to me, but I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I took like a hit just to let them know I'm part of it. But other than that, like I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna get too frosty around y'all because I don't really know you like that. But nevertheless, this is still like a really cool moment. These people are homeless. These people are less fortunate, and they're still willing to share because they are a community. They are a group of people that is like all here to look out for one another. You feel me? They all might have their own dirt. They might have their own issues, but this is what happens when you don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these people out here be like, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Well, it's like half of y'all ain't acting like it, because didn't Jesus hang out with the thieves and the hookers? You know what I'm saying? It's like we think he was all pure of heart and all this type of stuff. It's like, go look in the Bible. It's like, that there were people that were helping Jesus out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm in my own journey, but that's another video, because that was another revelation type of moment that I had while I was hanging with these guys, But nevertheless, I'm truly appreciative of that day, and I'm truly appreciative of the messages that I got from action. It's like there was like a thing where it's like at first he was like a random dude, then he became a friend, then he was like the vessel for my teacher to come through, and then like he almost like by the end of the day, the homie literally felt like my little brother, man. He felt like my little brother that I know that we could like spit game on, but he gave me some downloads. That's another thing I want to go ahead and tell y'all real quick. Stop paying attention to age. This is more so for the older people out there. Don't get me wrong, us youngins, I get it. It's like I feel like middle child, I almost feel like a middle child right now with like J. Cole song. It's like that middle child, like I almost feel like I'm almost there. I'm still part of the young group, but like I still, I'm an old soul. But like, just because someone is younger than you does not mean that you can't learn from them. And if I had ignored him, oh, look at this kid trying to tell me something, I wouldn't have got this crazy ass download. I wouldn't have got that confirmation from the universe that says you are a chosen one. You know what I'm saying? We weren't even having that type of conversation. He just busted that one out. He said, you are a chosen one. You feel me? But I'm gonna start dropping some gems from action. You know what I'm saying? Lessons from action number 1 coming up. All right, till the next one, y'all. Peace.